You are now tuning in to the 613 Law Study, a study that's going to go through each and every one of the 613 laws or commandments. Now, the importance of this study was because if you say to somebody, I keep the law, what is the natural question that most would say? Do you keep all 613? Well, we want to go through each and every 613 commandments to see whether you should keep them. We have some questions that help guide us throughout this study. Which laws do we keep? Do we keep all of them? And if so, the ones that you say you should keep, how do you keep them? Are some laws fulfilled? Do some laws not apply to us individually? And when we say that, we're talking about as a man, as a woman, as a parent. The last question we have is, have laws changed the way they're applied? And when we say have laws changed the way they're applied, we go back to Hebrews chapter 7. We talk about the change of the priesthood. So these are just a few questions that'll help guide us through the 613 laws. But we also want to talk about, where did this come from? So as you see here, the earliest known mention of the idea that there are 613 commandments in the Torah comes from Rabbi Simlai, a 3rd century CE sage, in a sermon recorded in the Babylonian Talmud. And if you want, go look and research it in Makot 23b to 24a. Rabbi Simlai stated, 613 commandments were communicated to Moses, 365 negative commands corresponding to the number of solar days in a year, and 248 positive commands correlating to the number of bones covered with flesh. From this is derived the notion that a person should observe the Torah with all their body parts every day, adding up to 613. Now, the enumeration was symbolic rather than a literal count. Now, the Talmud doesn't provide a detailed list of these commandments, but until the 12th century, there was a rabbi named Moses ben Maimon who systematically compiled a list of the 613 commandments in the work called Sefer HaMitzvot, or the Book of Commandments. Maimonides' enumeration became the most widely accepted and influential listing in Jewish tradition. So thus, while Rabbi Simlai introduced the concept of the 613 commandments, Maimonides provided the first comprehensive enumeration of them. So, does the Bible say keep all 613 commandments? But what the Bible does say is to keep his commandments. So let's go ahead and walk through each and every one of these week by week to see whether you should be keeping it, how you should be keeping it, and if they've been changed in some sort of way. So I'm glad you're here to take on the journey with us and see what you think. And if you have any thoughts and maybe there's some input that you would like to share, please leave it in the comments. Share it with us. If you'd like to join in live every Thursday with us, we get on at 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock on Zoom. You can always email and we can send you over the information and you can join right in with us. Well, without further ado, let's get into these conversations and I hope you enjoy. Shalom.